Warning! Warning! This podcast is not for the easily offended. We are two guys that think everything and anything can or is a joke.
There is no limits to what our minds may come up with. But understand, these thoughts are all in the nature of comedy, and nothing said here should be taken as gospel. Neither of us are Jesus.
Our testosterone is just too damn high, man.
Fuck yeah, brother!
Anyway, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a hurricane of humor and thunderous thoughts as we take conversations on a whirlwind to the limits. Hell yeah, brother.
I don't care about humor. Sam, without humor, there's only Hitler.
Do you think that Tarzan was a virgin whenever he met Jane, or was he clapping monkey ass before that?
AIDS. My last name may be Todd, but I'm no retard.
Whoa.
You look like a guy that only watches Simpsons porn. You're a fucking homosexual.
You're the homie Sean Connery, dude. You
Dude,
nothing wrong.
from his grave. Give me a Ouija board. Let's talk about bitches, Sean.
Hanging out with me is like a ride on the Titanic. You didn't expect it, but you're getting wet. If I'm in Bangkok and get fooled, but I don't hate it, am I bisexual?
What if I texted you something like, Daddy, I'll throw it back on you?
If you ever text me the words daddy, I will block you.
Of course the conspiracies about the Jews are real. Because their holy land is called
Israel.
and treated like a Twizzler and twist her up in Naked Twister.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to clapcleats.com. Promo code Hurricane of Thoughts. That's Thoughts, THOTS.
What's good, Hurricane homies? It's your jolly jester juggernaut, Josh, and this is... this is my imaginary friend, and his name is Mass, M-A-S, okay? He's my good friend, and Mass is here to tell the masses about the asses, the fat asses, the round asses, the small cupcake asses. Everybody likes cupcakes, and we also like cupcake asses. It's what it is. Oh, what's this? Episode 97? Clip? Is this the clip? What is this? What is this? What is this? Croissant? Frigid sweet croissants? I don't know this clip. Describe the clip, Jared. What is it? Hunk down? Hunker down, dude. Hunker down, dude. It's hunker, not hunk. I mean, dude. I might be a hunk someday. Not anytime soon, but maybe someday if I get my shit together, I could be a hunk. I could be. I could be the hunk with the junk, dude. Jeremiah, what is this clip, dude? I can't play it. Like, I'm by myself, dog. I'm by myself. I'm by myself, dog. What's the clip, dog? Describe the clip. What's going on in the clip, dog? Did you watch Death Note? No, I told you I watched 2 episodes of the Demon Slayer. Yeah. Remember I was playing Xbox after the podcast, right? I was playing Xbox after the podcast, and Jim and Neil both said I should not watch Death Note. I won't like it, and they know me pretty well. So they said Demon Slayer was the better option, so I watched 2 episodes of that. Come on, dude. Cut me some slack here, dude. Jeez, man. Too bad you told me to clip it? Yeah, but I did it. I did it. I did it. 100%. I did it. Just not with Death Note. No, dude. Hold on, I got something funny to show you guys. I just gotta to the drive. Boom. There we go. What did you think? I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would, to be honest. The words didn't bother me, like the mouth didn't bother me that much, like a lot of shows. So you know, I give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'll probably watch a couple more. And hello, Jimothy. Clipser, it didn't happen. Okay, dude. All right, I'll stream my reaction to the 3rd episode. How about that? There, that'll show you. And while I'm streaming the 3rd episode, I'll tell you what's going on. That way you know I know. Yeah, dude. Jim is here. Jim, check out the emotes, bro. It's been a while since you've been here. We got some cool emotes, even for just followers. I don't know which ones you have, but... Sus, dude. Fry, sus. Alright. Oh, do I still have the South Park emotes? Oh, no, I got rid of the South Park emotes. But I do got Vegeta. Alright. Let's get into some stuff, then. Hey, Jim's got the Vegeta, too. Alright, let's have a debate real quick, guys. Let's have a little quick debate. Mardi Gras versus Oktoberfest. If you had money, let's say you didn't have to worry about your job, you could have the week off, you didn't have to worry about how much it cost, and you could take your friends with you. Whatever, like, you know, a reasonable amount of friends. Which one would you rather go to? Would you rather go to New Orleans Mardi Gras or Germany Oktoberfest? What are we thinking, chat? So on the one hand, you got the Americans were wild, you know, crazy stuff. You can buy anything probably down there. And, you know, beads for tits, right? But Oktoberfest, on the other hand, you got fucking a different, complete culture. Their drinking age is much lower. Their women are beautiful. And who doesn't like sausages? And I've recently become a decent, like, I wouldn't say a fan of sauerkraut, but I don't mind it. Vegeta. Yeah, dude, Jim, you should have been here when I realized when Sam and Neil were talking about Dragon Ball Z. And I found out that Dragon Ball Z is just the Veggie Tales of Japan. Because they're all named after vegetables. It's unbelievable. See, when you drop nukes on vegetables, they turn into Super Saiyans. That's what I got out of it. 100%, dude. Kamehame lasagna. That's not right. Kamehame, what's a good vegetable? Squash? No. There's no good vegetables that have a cool name. Oktoberfest because we love Germany. Oktoberfest. I mean, yeah. See, I really don't know the whole story behind Mardi Gras. I understand Oktoberfest because I took German in high school. Wie heißt du? Yeah, wie heißt du? Ich komme Josh. No, that's I'm coming Josh. Wie heißt du is how do you do? Welcome kommen is welcome. What is my name is Josh? I don't remember my name is Josh. 9? That's no, Jim. That's no. Make sure you know that if you go over there. You don't want to get in trouble, bro. If somebody starts yelling 9, they don't mean you can have 9 of them. They're meaning put it down. You can't have that no more. You're not allowed to just take things from fruit stands, Jim. This isn't Avatar The Last Airbender. You have to respect the cabbages. Respect the cabbages, Jim. 100%. Mi amo Josh? That's not German. That's Spanish, isn't it? Mi amo? Milamo. What up, X? How's it going, big dog? What would you rather go to, X? Would you rather, with no money, like you work wasn't an option, you could have it off, your family was cool with it, and you could take your friends with you and money wasn't an option. Would you rather go to New Orleans Mardi Gras or Germany Oktoberfest? Now, I know as a black man, you might not want to go to Germany for obvious reasons, but also remember, the Cajuns also are, you know, hi, you crawfish, and hi, you two don't be together. You know what I mean? So, you know, for you, it's a double entendre. See, Atlanta doesn't have anything cool except for like All-Star Weekend. Dude, I mean, also weekend could be lit. Especially for me, dude. You find some, yay, you know what I'm saying? My cabbages? See? I'm just saying, bro. I wish I could have went to to Oktoberfest in Germany. But also, I feel like Mardi Gras would be pretty lit. Just like chaos. I mean, some people got shot, though. People got shot. Def Mardi Gras? Yeah, probably. That's probably the way to go, dog. You don't want to fuck around in Germany, bro. I don't think, you know what I mean? There's probably still, like there's people in rural areas that have never, like, met a lot of black people, but they've met one or two and they've seen a bunch on TV. But, like, there's places in Germany that I bet they're like, Was ist das? Was ist das? Was ist das? They'd freak out, dude. You know what? Stay away from the sauerkraut and the Nazis, dude. 100%. Mardi Gras it is. Beads, titties, other black people. You're on to something. I got it. Scheist? A Witzelsneener? A Wiener Schnitzel. A Witzelsneener. Oh, a Wiener Schnitzel. Dude, have you guys seen Blazing Saddles? One of the best comedies of all time, that if, like, a movie like that even tried to come out today, like, it'd be unbelievable. I can't believe I saw it on Tubi the other day as an option to watch, and I was like, they're still letting this shit be on streaming? 100% I watched it before they get rid of it. Dude, there's scenes that I can't even do from that, dude. Nobody move or the gets it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody move or the chocolate man gets it. That's from iFunny. That's not my words. Quoted from iFunny. You know what I mean? Blazing Saddles was so offensive. Telegram from Mongo. Dude, Gene Wilder, dude. He's like, hey, I used to be the Waco kid. See that? Oh, it's steady as a rock. But I shoot with this hand. Dude, Blazing Saddles was that shit, dude. They pulled a Bugs Bunny move in live action. Dude, they pulled a Bugs Bunny move in live action in that movie. In Blazing Saddles, the dude literally set up a toll booth in the middle of a desert. They could have easily walked around, and these motherfuckers were like, oh, I gotta pay the toll one at a time, going through the toll, so they could save time to save Rock Ridge. And then there's the fucking governor with the big titty redhead chick, right? Okay? And he don't know nothing about nothing. And then the evil guy who talks in poems. That guy's my favorite. The way that guy talks. My thoughts are cascading over a mountain of waterfalls and ideas. It's a stimulating process of fortitude in my mind. Like, the way he talks is fucking crazy. And I don't think he said anything that I just said, but that's how he talks. 100%, dude. Blazing Saddles is legit. X, have you ever seen Blazing Saddles, my boy? %. Okay, let's see. Let's take this down for a second. Can we talk about The Hangman? I've never watched The Hangman. Dude. I've never watched The Hangman. What's that about? What's The Hangman about, dude? Ain't never seen that shit. My name is Jim, but most people call me Jim. Fuck yeah, he's seen it, dude. My name is Jim, but most people call me Jim. Fucking classic, dude. See, dude, he's riding into town. There's the fucking dude with the beer up on the thing, and he's like, the sheriff's up. Ding. No, the sheriff's up. Ding. Dude, and when they're in the church, and he's like, I agree with Mr. Johnson, and I agree with Reverend Johnson, and I agree with Bo Johnson about Reverend Johnson about Mr. Johnson. Dude, they're all named Johnson, dude. So funny, dude. Dude, movies like that are like my shit, dude. 100%, dude. Okay. But I have something to show you guys. I made my first meme ever. And I bet... Oh, no. How do I get rid of this?
How do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of it? Fuck, man. I don't know how this shit works. No, chat. Oh no, it's his penis. Should be shown in all middle school classrooms. 100%, dude. Why is this happening to me? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. It's the best I can do for now, chat, until I can figure it out. But this is the first meme I've ever made. I've never made a meme before, and all the guys in the chat are going to understand. I bet. I hope. If not, I'm a weirdo, dude. Let's see what happens, dude. Do you guys get it? And if you can't see, let me see. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I can't zoom in, dude. I can't zoom in, dude. Oh, I can't zoom in. Alright, fuck, dude. Alright. But anyway, it says at the bottom, when a gay guy gets to Idaho. Yeah, dude. When a gay guy gets to Idaho is what it says in the words. 100%, dude. You guys get it, dude. You get it. It's what it is, dude. My first meme ever. I opened a bag of potatoes. I found a potato, and I was like, dude, this thing's as big as my forearm. And then I was shocked. I was like, oh, and I felt just like a whore in a movie. It was wild. Good times, good times. That potato's gonna get it? Uh-huh. I gave it to the grumpy old lady where I work, and I said, here, maybe you won't be so grumpy. So I said to her, 100%, dude. Go away. Okay. Now we're back to where we need to be. Awesome. All right, that potato's gonna get it. 100%, dude. Blazing Saddles to potato forearm, dude. Yeah, dude. 100%, dude. And in case anybody didn't see the melody, within the title, Ep99, East Palestine, nothing to see here, everything's fine, don't blow. Don't blow, don't blow, don't blow, don't blow. Where's Joe? Where's Joe Biden at in East Palestine, chat? Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's over in Kiev? Because we care more about Ukrainian soil than we care about Ohio? Where's Dave Chappelle at? He lives in Ohio. He should be standing up. People listen to him, okay? And now Trump's going to go to Ohio like he gives a fuck about Ohio. No, dude. No, Trump doesn't care about Ohio, but he sees an opportunity. You got to give him this. His nicknames are getting really stupid, and he's losing his touch because everybody knows what he's going to do, and it was shocking before, and now it's not shocking, so it's not as cool, okay? Get better, Trump. So what's happening is that Joe Biden won't even acknowledge what's going on in East Palestine, but he makes a secret trip to Kiev, lies about everything, spends 10 hours without a cell phone or internet access in a hotel room, probably just sitting there, you know, whatever he's, like, I mean, he's probably hallucinating, so he doesn't even know what's going on half the time. And then he just shows up and they make him stand on a red dot, and then he says, we're going to give you more money, like a fucking robot. And, you know, I just want to know, why don't we care about East Palestine? Is it because they're white? Is it because they don't like the name Palestine? They call it Palestine because Palestine sounds Arab and they don't like that shit. Okay, so now I find it weird that now Israel and East Palestine are both scared of trains for different reasons, obviously. One's a derailment and one's a transportation device to some chambers of gas. Both are chemically fucking deadly. And I think that we should address this. Where were we? Oh yeah, Little John. Ep99, East Palestine. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Let's go. Where's Joe? The train's about to blow. Yeah, dude. That's not how the song goes, but that's how my song goes. By the way, Jim, my streak was ended. My concern was valid. He had 99 damage. What is that even talking about, dude? 99 damage? Was you guys playing Fortnite, dude? Dude, Fortnite, dude? Dude, East Palestine? Where's Dude, Fortnite
raised money for East Palestine, it better start raising money. I mean, it raised money for Ukraine, it better start raising money for East Palestine. 100%, dude. They need to insert a train into Fortnite, and then all the Call of Duty players be, oh, Fortnite stole more of our stuff. Oh, dude, we had a train, and now they have a train. They stole it. The fuck, dude? All you video game people are so weird about that shit. It's so weird. It's all good, dude. All good, dude. All right. Has anybody seen the Meghan Markle South Park thing? I have not watched the episode, but I have seen Meghan Markle's reaction, and it makes my dick like this. You know what I'm saying? Just like this. Like, before I heard she was upset, and then I read the article, boom. Like that, dude. 100%, dude. Dude, hey, hey, suck dick, Jer. Hey, get up, Jer. You get up, Sam. Hey, is what it is. All right. So anyway, South Park made an episode where they were talking shit on that milk chocolate, madstress. Ooh, a woman who has gone mad. A madstress. It's almost like mattress. No, that won't work. I thought I was onto something. Made a fool of myself. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a dumbass. All right. But anyway, so South Park made an episode about Meghan Markle where they trashed her for being, playing on victimhood and just being, hot and crying about it and, just fucking, oh my God, I just want to be left alone, but I want to talk to the press every 3 days. Like, dude, that'd be like me being like, dude, I don't want people to know who I am. What the fuck? You're on a podcast, dude. Oh, dude, yeah, you're right. I'm stupid. That's like, she's like, no, stop talking about me. Yes, I would love to do a 60 minutes interview. What? No, everybody stop talking about me. I would love to make a Netflix series. Oh my God, everybody stop talking about me. I'm going to come out in the British news and say that the royal family's racist. Hey, you goofy bitch. You're hot. You married a ginger. You made a mistake. It's okay. Quit being weird. South Park makes fun of everybody. They've made fun of the Jews 147,000 times. Kanye did it once. They got canceled. South Park clearly is doing it right. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable that you think you're so special. If South Park made fun of me, I'd fucking love it. And I wouldn't care if they meant every word of it. If they called me a hack, a piece of shit, a fucking a southwestern Pennsylvania piece of fucking garbage. No, I'd be cool with that. As long as they know who I am. I don't even understand why you're upset about this. You're hot. You're married to a fucking prince. You're rich. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Oh my God. Some drawings that haven't been relevant in 20 years. Like, South Park graphics look like video games from the fucking 90s. And you're upset about it? Unbelievable, dude. I wonder if there was an undisclosed chemicals in the train that needed covered up or blown up in this case. Dude? Oh, you want to get conspiracy about East Palestine? Episode 99, East Palestine. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Where's Joe? Okay. We could talk about that. Okay, Jared, I'm confused on what you're saying, dude. He broke the timeout. Wasted the points. He won't shut up. Red's here! What's up, Red? It's been a long time. Missed you. We have a new intro. I used some of your images. Yeah. How's things in Denmark? I know the war's ramping up over there. Are you okay? How's things going? I know, is winter hitting you guys hard? Talk to me. My president just went over there. We had a train wreck. East Palestine, probably chemicals we don't want to know about. You know what I mean? And this comes just after, Jim, I bet you didn't know this. This comes just after a year and a half after Wall Street bought most of the rail systems and cut the amount of resources into maintaining the wheels and the tracks to a fourth a year and a half ago. And now this happened. Weird. And they wonder why they want to talk about it. And what's even weirder is for 6-7 months now, they've been pushing this climate change. We got to do better for the environment. We got to get electric vehicles. We can't have petroleum anymore. But then a chemical spill happens and their mom, if you really cared the environment, you would freak out about this. You'd start hammering down, being like, train systems need to be better. Why are we transporting these chemicals so much at a time? Like, but you're not even going to talk about it? Something is fishy, Jim. You're on to something. Oh, I'm sure they did take an insurance policy. It's good here? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Red. Very, very good. I'm glad to hear that. We're glad to have you back. I know it's late over there. I know it's getting late, but it's good to see you here. You mean like the World Trade Centers? Okay. So we're just going to do this? We're just going to throw out trains, trade centers? Fuck, dude. I was hoping that I could come up with a T thing for JFK. T. So there's trains, trade centers. What we got, guys? We got East Palestine planes and presidents. Yes! Figured it out. Okay, we got East Palestine planes and presidents. We got 3 conspiracies here. How do we want to do it? We want to wrap it all together? It all starts with Hitler. It always starts with Hitler. It always starts with Hitler. It's your midnight there. Ooh, you burning that midnight oil? Hey, let them know, girl. Yeah. So, what is your? Oh, I'd love to get your opinion on this. Okay, I'll try to talk slower. Red, I would love to get your opinion on this. How does your country's news cover our president going to Kiev? Are you guys in support of Ukraine? Are you guys in support of Russia? Or do you hate both of them and just want peace? I'd love to hear somebody outside of our media system, their opinion. What do you think about our president going there? I mean, he can't speak sentences, but he can travel. I'll give him that. JFK would have had bullet trains in America right now? Well, I mean, obviously, dude. If JFK wouldn't have had a bullet in his head, bullet trains 100%, dude. Oh, no. I meant our president went to Kiev, like in Ukraine. Joe Biden went to Ukraine this, like, 2 days ago. Or yesterday. And, there's, like, stuff going on in America, which our president should care about. But he's in Ukraine. I'm just trying to get your perspective of, like, what you guys feel about the war in Ukraine. That's all. Not about our president per se, just like, how do you guys feel about the war? Do you just wish they'd, like, stop? Or is it, like, not affecting you guys as much? Because our news system is, like, ramping it up like it's going crazy over there. Speaking of going crazy, dude. Japanese people. You guys know Japanese people? We've always heard about Japanese people. The whole chat likes anime. You all know Japanese, okay? So in Japan, there's a zoo manager who saw all the news articles in America of all these animals getting loose in the zoo. So he wanted to put his crew to the test. So he dressed up in a perfect bear suit and he sent them on a chase to simulate an escape with a bear to see how his crew would react to a bear escaping the zoo and terrorizing people. Now, in America, we can't even think of that because that bear would have been shot faster than Harambe was. Am I right? But in Japan, there's basically no guns, so he could do that. They have to figure out a smarter, better way to contain this bear. And how did they do it? Well, they ignored the bear. They said, we only have one bear in the zoo, and he's still in his cage. This isn't our bear. So instead of being like, oh my God, there's a random bear in the zoo, they were like, we don't know what it is, but we don't care because it's not our bear. And I like that attitude. That's the attitude you gotta have. Not our bear, not our problem. Beware of the bear that's not our bear. Right to bear arms, not here. The prices in the store is sky high right now, but we are not getting more paid at work. Damn, that really sucks. You know what's crazy is like I know that like that's happening here because before the war, I had like my pay and my hours are set, and the amount of money that I paid every month was set, and I was in symbiosis with my bank account, so to speak. And then all of a sudden, the war in Ukraine happened, and surely enough, not super fast, but over time, I'm spending more and more money over every month, even though I'm not doing anything different with my life. And to the point where I've had to start cutting back, and I know that as a first world American country, the superpower, we have the privilege of not being affected as much as other countries. So I'm sure that's rough over there, and I apologize that that's happening. Because our government is funding this bullshit. We should have let Russia steamroll Ukraine because who cares? Our crane, your crane, we all scream for Ukraine. Nobody gives a fuck, right? It's just some fucking, just let them have it. I'm clearly kidding. I think that Ukraine should at least engage in peace talks. The reason I said what I just said is you guys don't know this, but I read an article earlier today from a high-ranking military Israeli general who was in peace talks early in the war, because we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary. There was peace talks about 2 months in between Ukraine and Russia, and the United States came in and told Ukraine that we would help fund them and not to do peace talks. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because Kanye's been talking shit about the Jews. He's our black Superman. And, maybe the Israeli people are just trying to start some shit. But I wouldn't also put it past us. So, it's our war, kind of. And I'm sorry for that. Because we are pieces of shit. Our government is no longer elected officials. It's people of manipulative power that get elected. You know what I mean? It's not a true election anymore. And I'm not saying the elections are rigged. I'm just saying that there are people that play on the minds of how do I say this without insulting all the people that live around There's a bunch of sheep in this country. All the evidence you need is that everybody goes out on Valentine's Day. Why? Because they put words on the square on the calendar. We're sheep. We're sheep. I'm not saying you're a sheep specifically, but as a country and a culture, we are sheep. And people understand sheep. There's always going to be that one sheep that does its own thing. And they don't care. Because the sheep in the middle of the herd never see what that sheep's doing. They only see the other sheep that are doing what they're doing. And they love that shit. They're all about it. Okay? And that's cool. You're living a happy life. I can't get into the whole Jesus thing. But I see people that are into it, and they seem happier than me. So who am I to fucking say anything? And that's how I feel about sheep in politics, in Israel, in Palestine. And I don't even know what I'm talking about. Train wrecks. I'm a train wreck. I live in Ohio, chat. Okay. I don't know much about what our higher person says about it. Our budget is not the same as before the war. It's higher. Yeah, most European countries are definitely raising their budget because, I personally don't like Trump all that much. But the one thing he did do that I did like was when he was at the European, UN meeting, he called everybody out for not spending enough on their budget. We were protecting all of Europe, basically. Because for 20 years, everybody thought what Russia did was inconceivable. The mutual death thing. Everybody was like, "Whoa, we'll never go to regular war again. It's all going to be either all or nothing war." Well, that's dumb because we invaded the Middle East for 20 years and nobody did a fucking thing. So to think that Russia wouldn't be able to invade Ukraine and we would only fund them or, a war wouldn't break out. And now we got to worry about Taiwan. The whole thing's a mess. The world's a mess. But the good news is I've been doing a lot of research on history and I've been reading personal opinions, not what the news says, because that's what a lot of people get wrong. See, we watch the news now and we're like, oh my God, the news is so corrupt. So then we listen to people's opinions and that's how we get our shit. Well, that's the same thing back then. So there was only limited people that could talk. So I started listening to opinions of things and everything's just the same. The same things people worried about back then are the same things we're worried about now on a global scale. Just with different ins and outs, like, oh, subsonic fighter jets and fucking death rays, spy balloons, whatever. It's all the same. So, like, the world keeps spinning, and I, for a while, was watching the news so much for this podcast, I started panicking and questioning everything, like, should I be building a bomb shelter? This shit's crazy. And then the moment I started reading what people were saying in the 70s and 80s, like in their own personal opinions, I'm like, oh, that's what everybody feels right now. So if it didn't change in the last 50 years, I have no reason to think it's going to change now. We've been in conflict since the 50s. It's nothing new. Speaking of sheep, I think Spain just legalized bestiality so long as the animal isn't hurt. Yes, the electric power is higher too, so we some days pay a lot more for electric. Yeah, that's same here. All of our, basically all the necessities. See, that's what's crazy is, I can still get an Xbox for the same price, but my water bill is almost a third higher, my gas bill's almost a quarter higher, my electric bill's higher. Everything's higher except for things you don't actually need. You know what I mean? It's so weird. But bestiality in Spain. Are we surprised, guys? Come on. But I do like how they said as long as the animal isn't hurt. Now, let's get weird. Let's go down the rabbit hole, chat. Not in the Spain way. Not in the Spain way. We're not fucking rabbits. Not that rabbit hole. Let's just go down the rabbit hole of what that could possibly mean. Now, harming the animal. Does that mean, obviously you can't fuck a parrot because that would harm the animal. I think. I don't know about parrots' anatomies, bro. If you wanted to fuck a parrot, dude, I think it would fuck up the parrot. I think it would hurt the parrot. I don't think you can fuck parrots in Spain either. I think parrots, I think certain animals are just a no-go all around. You know what I mean? Don't fuck parrots. Parrots are weird. Why can they talk like us? Why can they talk like us, chat? Parrots are weird. You can't fuck them, but they can talk. What if a parrot starts talking dirty in your ear and you're living in Spain? And maybe you want to get down and dirty with the fucking with the parrot. You know what I mean? I'm not Spaniard. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be over there. It's dreary every fucking day. You've been in conflict since the 1500s. Your main meal is fucking beans and toast. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're supposed to do. If the parrot's saying sexy shit in your ear, you know what I mean? Because it was watching Days of Our Lives or something from the 2000s. You know what I mean? I don't know. What are you supposed to do? Fuck the parrot, not fuck the parrot? That's up to the Spain law. Not me. I'm not going to judge you. Fuck a parrot. Don't fuck a parrot. Please don't fuck parrots. Dude, just masturbate. Dude, don't fuck parrots. Does choking count as hurting it? Or is it a kink? Well, I'm not going to lie, dude. I think that's hurting it because, dude, I don't think animals have kinks. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rape in the animal kingdom. Now, I don't know. Maybe the females like rape in the animal kingdom, but it doesn't sound like it on National Geographic. You know what I mean? I don't think humans are the only ones that don't like rape. I could be wrong. Maybe human females are just cunts. Maybe. See, I've decided. I need to cut out 3 things of my life, and they just happen to all start with the letter C. I need to cut out calories, carbs, and cunts. My life would be so much better if I could just cut out calories, carbs, and cunts. That's the way to success, Chad. Yeah, well, they can't pay you more, or they won't make as much money. Because it's not about you that matters. It's not about us that matters. See, this is where humans need to come together. And we should start going we should go 1500s on these fucking corporations, dude. When people got too much power, you'd step in, you'd kick their ass, and they'd either be like, all right, you're right, we'll pay you more, or, there'd be a new boss, and they can either continue being the boss and making money, just not as much as they want, or they can be tied up in a dumpster waiting for some guy named Vito to show up with the garbage pail. You know what I mean? It's what it is, dude. Dude, I've been listening to Gangsters podcast. Dude, Sammy the Bull is a savage, bro. We're all over the place. What about lions? Males choke the females when banging? Like with their teeth? Jerry, you gotta... like with their teeth, bro? Are they banging lions with, like... Okay, so 2 lions are fucking, right? And this lion, like, grabs the other lion. I thought they... Okay, so the lion's on the other lion's back. Well, he's got to use his bicep, right? He can't just fucking, like, what's he, arching his neck around like a giraffe to bite her throat? Or is she looking like this? Like, she's all, like, perched up like this, like, looking like this? You know what I mean? Looking like this? And then he's, like, also looking like this, and he's, like, grabbing her throat with his teeth? Or is he pawing? Is he pawing up? Is he on the back, and then his 2 paws just come together on her throat like that? Like doggy style, like in the videos? How do lions fuck, Jerry? You seem to be an expert. Give me a detailed tutorial in the chat right now. With their teeth? So like this, like they're like bent over like this, looking back. She's looking back like a little, ooh, like she likes it. Like, ooh, I like your mane. How you doing? Okay, she's looking back like this, and then he's on top of it, and he's like, like a vampire? Dude, that's kind of hot, dude. Dude, I get furries now. Furries, you're onto something, dude. That's hot. I'm just kidding, dude. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Good night, Red. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We love you. You're the best. All right. Dude, now I know why my dad slapped a lion, dude. They're into that shit. Dude, my dad's a freak, bro. My dad slapped a lion because she liked it. Dude, Sparkles, knock it off, dude. You can't be doing that to lions, dude. My dad's a furry, dude. No way, dude. Unbelievable. That's a clip. No, it's not, Jared. Yeah, it is. Clip it, dude. My dad was a furry before furries, bruh. Unbelievable. All right. Does anybody have anything they want to hear me talk about? Anybody in the chat right now? Got anything you want to hear about? Before I move on to some stuff I got. But while you guys are writing what you'd like to hear about, I have a quick story. So I got stood up this week, chat. I put myself out there for the first time in a long time. And I wanted to meet up with somebody, and I got stood up. Now, I understand I want to be a stand-up comedian, but that does not want to mean, I understand I want to be a stand-up comedian, but that does not mean I want to be a stood-up comedian. Don't stand me up. Don't make me feel like more of a clown. I know I'm a clown. I'm going to be a famous clown. You don't have to make me feel stupid for thinking you're interested. I already had my doubts. And then you just stood me up? Like, what the fuck's that all about? But there's a prospect on the wind, chat. A prospect on the wind. I feel like Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm searching for silver and gold. I'm a prospector of proper proportions. And there's the prospect. I'm just kidding, chat. There's no prospects. I'm gonna die alone. Or for episode 100, hopefully this doesn't get out. I'm trying to have a guest on next week, and I'm gonna shoot my shot live. They have no idea. Don't clip it. Don't send it to them. They're not watching right now, probably. But next week, I'm hoping to have somebody on, and I'm gonna shoot my shot live for episode 100. For 99 episodes now. Here, I'll say it one more time. Yeah, I'm an emotional simp, probably, kind of, but I'll make you come either way, is what it is, whatever I say, right? Okay, for 99 episodes, I've said to you I'm a simp. But live on episode 100, I will shoot my shot live. Or I won't.
if they don't show up because I get stood up, even though I'm a stand-up. I'm supposed to be standing up, not getting stood up. It's unbelievable. Is that bitch? I know who. Yeah, you do know who, dude. And don't say nothing, dude. It's a surprise, dude. We got to do it for the stream. X, I forgot you were here, bro. Shh. Mum's the word, dog. Mum's the word. I'm going to shoot my shot. It is what it is. Can't shoot your shot in her face live. It's against terms of service. That's not what I'm talking about, Jer. Don't be dumb, dude. I'd make an OnlyFans for that. The only thing is I wish COVID was still around because I'd wear like a face mask. It's what it is. You know how the face mask had those little things that go over your ears? Her legs. It's what it is. Cross-eyed? An uwu cocksuck, dude? Stop it, dude. Unbelievable, dude. This is why I don't tell you nothing, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't embarrassed. Let's go, dude. Uwu cocksucks all day. I'm trying, dog. I'm gonna do it live on stream, dude. You better be here. It's what it is. All right. I'll wait. I had something funny planned for today, but I'm gonna wait until I have people here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. You guys don't have anything you want me to talk about. I mean, nobody got any ideas. Like, there's no news stories, you know what I mean? There's nothing, nothing. You guys ain't got nothing. No video games coming out. No fan theories of something. Nothing. I made him laugh, and thank God. Wait, Sam said something? Sam's not even here. What's going on? Facts. All right. So ain't nobody got nothing they want to talk about, dude. I mean, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy out here. To be honest with you. Any day should fucking party. Okay? I've had a good week, man. Last week was rough, but this week's been a good week. Barring a few incidences. But it's a good week overall. I'll take it. But in the grand scheme of the news, isn't it weird that nobody cares about the news anymore? Like, in the day of your life, does anybody under the age of 40 actually care about what's on the news? And better yet, of those people that you think care about the news, do they care about the articles themselves or just the titles? Are they a title warrior, or are they, I read the article and I make my own judgment? Because I feel like today on both sides, both the right and the left. Ooh, dude, I think there was something I wanted to oh, yeah, this bitch. Okay. Let's talk about MTG. Y'all know about MTG? Y'all know me, the MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know this crazy psycho bitch? Come on, dude. Everybody knows Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's literally one of the craziest people to ever set foot in politics. And she said something recently that I think is absolutely stupid. Okay? She said that we need a national divorce between liberal and conservative states. Now, Marjorie, I have a question for you. Do you really think, how out of touch are you?
Like, this is what makes me so unbelievably mad about the right, because I want to be on their side. Because it's right. No, I'm just kidding. I want to be on their side, but they lack vision. They're just loudmouth. Like, let's all fight? Yeah. The right has no vision. They could easily, like, both sides could easily pander to their thing while also simultaneously appealing to the other team. But they don't. They dig their heels in and they're like, duh, being the most controversial is the best. Well, all you're doing is making less and less people care. Now, if that's your goal, fuck yeah. We don't need to be a country anymore. Let's just get invaded or fall apart. Oh, let's turn into different states. Civil war. Hey, bitch. You grew up rich. You're relatively hot. You've had no adversity in your entire life. And the fact that you think states are one way or the other. Like, I live in Pennsylvania. We voted Democrat this election cycles, the last couple. Okay? In Ohio and West Virginia are both on our borders, both voted red. Okay? If I talk to somebody in the town that I'm at, and then I talk to somebody in the other town over, there's not a big difference. But in your mind, you think that there's such a big difference between where I live and where they live just because of an imaginary line is so preposterous. You're so out of touch. You're so dumb. But all politicians, none of them make any sense. Politics has become WWE, and Trump just happens to be the best heel. Okay? Like, baby faces are only baby faces for a little bit, and then people get sick of the baby face, and then they hate him. John Cena was the biggest thing in the world, and everybody loved him, and then he was the baby face for too long, and then people started chanting Cena sucks until he went and did movies. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what politics is now. Like, people are like, oh my god, it's too hard to be famous, and, like, if you're ugly like me, or you're, like, not great looking, or you can't be a movie star, or you don't have a talent like me, so you can't be a comedian, or you don't have pipes like fucking Rihanna or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, the only way you can get famous now is because since Trump in 2015, politics is almost literally like it's a celebrity thing. People talk about politicians more now than ever before. And these people don't care about policy. They want to be famous. They're kayfabbing. These people go home and talk to their husband about their real thoughts. And then every morning they wake up and they get in front of a camera or people that are going to write down what they say. And they say what they think is going to get them where they want to go. And that's the same thing as WWE, except at least in WWE, it's scripted. Oh, or is it scripted already? Pfft, Illuminati, fucking black horses, Sam Tripoli's right. Everything's crazy, dimensions. Clip it. That's going to be a clip, chat, 100%. Let's get serious. Let's get serious for a second, because I didn't know I was going to be alone today. So normally there's a lot more banter, back and forth, so on and so forth. So I don't have a lot written down here, to be honest. I got the East Palestine thing. I already did that. You know what I mean? I got my stand-up joke. I got stood up. Stand up, stood up. It's an easy fucking joke. You know what I mean? I'm grasping at straws here. The algorithm makes no sense. You know what I mean? I was averaging 2,000 to 3,000 views a clip. And then I made one fucking joke about Disney, and now I can't get over 500 views. I don't know what to do here. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. You make one joke about Disney, about Tarzan having gorilla glue in his ass. That's how he can hold the vine and hold Jane at the same time. You know what I mean? Because he was getting fucked by those gorillas. And that's how AIDS started. And Tarzan's not real, but they still act like I said something offensive. The clip gets taken down. It's offensive to community guidelines. You're not even allowed to say mythical characters get raped by gorillas? Unbelievable. I thought you didn't care about straight white men. Straight white men. Tarzan, a mythical person, by the way. Don't freak out when I say that. Tarzan, mythical person. Straight white man. Okay? Because he loves Jane. Remember that? Remember that shit? Got raped? But you don't care. Unbelievable. If Jane would have been raped by the gorillas, you would have been freaked the fuck out, dude. Brendan Fraser, George of the Jungle. You know what I mean? That bitch fell in fucking poop. Her face fell in poop. Unbelievable. Disney has too much power. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm shadow banned, but I'm saying it is weird how for 12 videos I can average 2,000 to 3,000 views, and then I make one video about Disney and now my last 4 videos won't get over 500. That's weird. Is it weird? Can we at least admit it's weird? We can admit it's weird, right? Like, Disney has, you know, everybody loves Ron DeSantis, you know what I mean? Ron D's nuts, DeSantis, you know what I mean? Everybody loves him. He's like, dude, the way he handled COVID, dude, Florida's the most free state, dude. Have you seen After Ever After? No, I have not. I have not seen After Ever After. After Ever After. Dude, my brain is like melting right now. Happily Ever After. Happily Ever After. Happily Ever After. After Ever. After Ever After. Dude, what the fuck is happening? That's not the way that goes, right? Am I tripping right now? I feel like I'm hallucinating. Ever After... And they lived happily ever after. Happily everly... Wait. Stop it. Don't do it. If you know, you know. Stop it. Happily ever after. Okay, dude, let's just move on, dude, before I make the mistake again. It's what it is. Oh, it's about what happened after all their dreams came true. Okay. Dude, if the people that are here know, they know, dude, that was so, dude. Freudian split, dude. Slip, dude. Split. That was a good movie, to be honest. Happily Ever After. Thank you, Jer. Jesus fucking Christ. After Ever After. After Ever After, it's... I can barely say it, dude. Jer, is that like... No, that's an Open Season. I was thinking of Open Season. That's not it, though. Huh. Open Season. Isn't that the one where it's like the fucking crazy mouse that goes, Dynamite? He says Dynamite, Dynamite? I think it's that one. It's on YouTube. Is it free on YouTube? Also, now that we're speaking about this, I have an update chat. PNB, the weekly PNB update. Okay, so every week I'm going to bring you, Sam, you better be watching. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it whether Sam's here or not. And if he's not here, Jared, I want you to clip this and we're going to spam him with it. All right? Here's your weekly P&B update. Puss in Boots, even after being released on streaming services, is still the number 4 movie in the box office, establishing that it is indeed one of the best animes of all time. It is 1/3 anime. I looked it up. The director said that the fighting scenes, which are 1/3 of the movie, was inspired by Japanese anime. Now, if you won't accept it, you're going to have to fight the Japanese Anime Awards. Because Japanese Anime Awards are accepting Puss in Boots into the running. So, fuck you, Sam. Puss in Boots, greatest anime of all time. Suck it, bitch. Flip it. Dude, 100%, dude. The movies that aren't even on streaming services are getting beat by Puss in Boots still. Because anime fans are seeing clips of the fight scenes online and flocking to it. There's a whole Reddit thing about it. I'll bring up the Reddit page next time you're allowed to show your face here. That's what it is, dude. Nah, parents just don't have anything else to do with their kids. Jim, you're tripping, dog. Have you seen the movie? If you haven't seen the movie, I'm not accepting your opinion, dog. Not accepting it, dude. You know what I'm saying? This isn't doing anything good for suicide rates. Neither has women empowerment. Fuck yeah, dude. Sam's Take Time, brought to you by Josh. Okay? You know what's crazy? Ever since women felt so empowered, society's kind of crumbled a little bit. You know what I mean? Every commercial has to have 3 women to 1 guy. And that guy, 50% of the time, has to be not white. You know what I mean? It's not all about that. It's just about, you can have 10 white girls, 1 black girl, but as long as there's 9 black guys in the commercial and 1 white guy, that's a diverse commercial. My whole thing is that I think that women, as beautiful and as needed, as majestic as they are, they've become delusional. They're not in touch with reality because nobody tells them the truth. Why? Because we're walking on eggshells. I can't hit on you if I'm not rich or hot because I have to fear that you're going to get me fired from my job or get me arrested on a fake charge or something like that. I have to worry about that. But if you're a girl, like, girls always like to talk about, oh my God, I can't walk around at midnight. Yeah, but you can also get a fucking flight paid to the Middle East into a castle at midnight for free, all because you took some Instagram pictures. So if you want to talk about equality, we can open the scale. The problem is girls only compare themselves to the 1% of men that the other 99% of men don't. We can't achieve that. We can't strive for that. And we also, we wish we had that. So you're like, oh my God, we don't have the same opportunities as these people. Bitch, neither do I. So, now, conversely, if I want to play devil's advocate, which I will because the devil's a female. Shout out Kevin Gates. Okay? I will say, men are more violent. We are stronger. We're bigger. We're faster. We can do more damage. And we have more control. Now, I would like to take a moment to say that I disagree with all the bad things men have done. I've been known as a softie, a teddy bear, a simp. Shout out Sam and me. This is the Simp Show. It's what we are. We're both simps trying to be pimps. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. It's what it is, dude. Okay, one of us is a simp. One of us is nothing. I'm nothing. It's what it is. I'm just an emotional loser, and I want love more than anything in the world. Now, with that in mind, a fucking cuck? I'll let it slide, dog. I'll let it slide. It's what it is, dude. It's what it is. You're lucky. It's what it is, dude. I'm no cuck, dude. 100%. Ain't nobody doing that around me. Never. Never. Now, moving on. What was I saying? Oh! Men are pieces of shit. Yes. Back to what I was saying. Men are pieces of shit. Okay. So, I'll give you this, ladies. We have a bigger opportunity of our success. So men, okay, we age more like fine wine than you do. Now we say that to you because we like you and we want you to believe that we believe that, okay? And we say shit like that. You're like, oh, you age like fine wine. You're 47 and still beautiful. No, bitch, just fucking suck it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Put me in your will and let's move on. You know what I mean? It's what it is. But we say dumb shit, but men actually age like fine wine. Like, you know, in our teens and 20s, we could be buff and fit or whatever. But none of that really matters. We can be good looking into our age more than women to men. And is that a piece of shit on our part? Probably. But you can't change biology, dude. Because we're attracted to things that are fertile. Because that's what all animals do. Did we forget we're animals? We're 100% animals. We're pieces of shit animals. Just like hyenas and sharks dude. You know what I mean? You know, hyenas, sharks, humans. It's what it is. Pieces of shit. Okay? Hey Josh, if you could transform it into any animal, what would it be? A gay guy's answer would be a horse because they are always getting ridden. Nay. All right, now, Jer, I'm going to ask you this. Did you come up with that on your own, or did you read that somewhere? Be honest, bro. But if I could be any animal, what would it be? Well, see, this is a good question because I have a default answer that I go to, and I have like a whole story behind it, and it's funny, but I don't know if that's my actual answer. So I'll give you my fake answer, my default answer, and then I'll actually think about it, and I'll give you a real answer. If I could transfer my brain into an animal, what would it be? My normal response is a squirrel. Because they're both agile, they can be in the woods, they can be in the city, and nobody really freaks out about it. Nobody's completely petrified by a squirrel. Nobody really cares about squirrels all that much. They're fast, they're agile. If you put a little fucking strap from their elbow to their fucking ribs, they can fly. They're pretty badass, okay? And if I had my brain in a squirrel, I'd be bored nonstop. So I would have to do things to amuse me, which would be torture humans. Now, if you're a lion or a dog or any of the other options that most people pick, and you start fucking with humans, you either get put down, you get tranquilized and put into a kennel, or, somebody captures you and puts you in the cage, and it's not a good time. But if you're a squirrel, people are just like, oh my God. They don't believe it. Like, if I was a squirrel and I had my brain and I started putting X-Acto knives on my paws, and I would run up to people and stab them in the shins, those people would be like, oh my God, I got stabbed in the shin by a squirrel. Nobody's believing that. And or if enough people said it, they'd be like, hey, yo, there's a crazy squirrel in the woods. Don't go in there. But if I was a lion and I started fucking with people, they'd send a search party into the woods to capture my ass. So that's my whole normal story. But if I had Ninja Squirrel, exactly, dude. I'd start fucking with people like Nancy Pelosi. I'd pop up on the desk where only she could see me, and then I'd pop back down, and she'd be like, oh my God, did you guys see that squirrel? And they'd be like, Nancy, stop it, dude. You're going crazy. We're going to have to kick you out of here. That'd be my dream. But if I actually had to be an animal, if I could be an animal, it'd probably be a dog, because they're the ones that get treated the best by humans, for the most part. Unless, my owner's Michael Vick. You know what I mean? Dog or cat, I live inside, people feed me, entertain me, hell, even clean up my shit and keep me healthy. 100%. 100%. I don't want to be like a lion or a tiger, even though that'd be badass to have that much power and that much just overall, like imagine, dude, lions and tigers feel like how UFC fighters feel walking down the street. Or even better yet, how a UFC fighter feels walking into a middle school. Like a lion walks through the woods, like, who the fuck's gonna do anything to me? I will bat you across into a fucking tree like it's nothing. You know what I mean? That would feel so crazy to feel that. As like my consciousness being in something that powerful. But also, you're limited in what you can do. You're just kind of chilling around all day. You have to exert a massive amount of energy just to get some food. As a human in this modern world, I feel more and more like a pet every day. Yeah, dude. You're a fucking pet to the Jews, dude. 100%, dude. Oh, happy birthday, Julia, if you're here. She probably gone by now. She probably left when I started talking about females. There's a girl that I work with. Her name's Julia, and we're cool. Like we joke around, and I call her Julia, or just Julie. JOO-Lee. That's what I write on her prep list. JOO-Lee. Julie. I don't know if she's German. Oktoberfest. I would probably answer a bald eagle, protected, and I can fish and fly. Jeremiah, you would pick a professional fisherman. Dude, you really like to go fish. Dude, I'm going to ask you something right now, Jared. I'm calling you out, dog. You've lived in Florida for a few years now. Well over a few years. Have you went sea fishing one time? Because you love to fish virtually like nobody I've ever met. And if you haven't went real life fishing in the sea one time living in Florida, 3 sides of your state are surrounded by water. Unbelievable. I remember going fishing when I was younger. I grew up on a farm. And I haven't been on the coast, but not in a boat. I went on the coast. Did you have a fishing pole on the coast? At least did you at least, like, I'm not saying did you catch anything, but when you were on the coast, did you throw a pole with bait on it into the water? Yes or no? Okay. But I remember one time I went fishing when I was younger, and I went with my uncle. And we went to this place called Dutch Fork, which was a river/stream in our local area that doesn't actually exist anymore because they drained it. I don't know how that happens or who makes that decision, but they drained a fucking river or a stream or whatever. Or a lake or a pond or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But before they did that, my uncle took me fishing. We went midnight fishing. And I caught a 14-pound, 13-inch fucking catfish. It was so big. It was so big that I was holding the pole like this. Like my hands were straight up in the air at the sky, but the pole was curved like a McDonald's arch. And I couldn't get the fish out of the water because my pole wasn't strong enough. It would have broken. So my uncle had to lay on his belly over the bank and grab the fishing line with the fish on it and pull it up. We put this catfish in a cooler and we got it home and we weighed it. It was 14 pounds. It was like 12 and a half inches long. And this thing was fat, dude. And I don't know, like, Jeff Foxworthy, you might be a redneck if you catch a 14-pound catfish and put it in your swimming pool because you didn't want to kill it. That's what my uncle did. My uncle put this fucking catfish in a goddamn swimming pool. Now, I know what you're thinking. You put it in a swimming pool, it's going to die. Oh my God, chlorine and stuff. You're underestimating how hillbilly we were. We lived on a farm that had well water. So this was the same water that was running into the river that the fish was living in. It felt right at home. This fish lived in that pool for 3.5 weeks before it died. Probably because nobody was feeding it. After a while, we fed it for a couple days. But I'm like 16. You know what I mean? Not my problem. It's not my pet fish. I thought we were going to have some fucking catfish jambalaya or something. And this is how hillbilly we were. Me, my brother, and my sister, we still swam in that kiddie pool. It wasn't a kiddie pool. It was like one of those Intex pools you buy from Walmart that says it can hold 4 to 5 people. But that just means sitting there. But me and my brother and sister would still get in that pool with that catfish in it. And then we would freak out if something would touch our leg. So it was crazy times. Hillbilly status achieved. Jeff Foxworthy would be proud. Did you catch a cold? I did. I caught a snook, but I remember fishing in Dutch Fork. I live near a river, for God's sakes, and catfish can live outside of the water for an hour. Did you know that? I did not know catfish could live outside of the water for an hour. That's really interesting. Catfish are weird. But that's just as weird as, do you guys remember a couple weeks ago when I was talking about Alabama and how there was these geneticists in Alabama that made an alligator catfish? It's a catfish with legs and teeth. 70% catfish, 30% alligator. I'm terrified of what these people in Alabama are doing. And they want me to go right next door to Louisiana and go to Mardi Gras? Hell no, bro. I'm going to be showing off some beads, looking at some titties. Next thing you know, my fucking ankle gets bitten. And I look down, and it's a catfish with legs. Now what? All because some Alabama people were like, hey, yo, dog, I got a good idea. Hey, yo, what if catfish had legs? What if hey, the crawdads got legs. They got pincers. What if catfish had legs, dog? Dude, Alabama people are crazy, dude. Cajun Americans, unbelievably insane. Now, the craziest thing about those people is if the internet goes down and an Olympia goes off and a war breaks out and there's like a fucking apocalyptic level event, they're most likely to survive. Now, if you think about that, and then you think about ancient societies possibly getting wiped out, you know, not the smartest people are going to survive. Because if you think about Cajuns, they're not really book smart. They don't care about George Floyd. They don't care about the Jews. They don't care about Ukraine. All they care about is, hey, yo, this crawdad jambalaya would be smacking. You know what I mean? Those are the people that are going to survive. So if civilization got wiped out and they were the ones who survived, how long till an iPhone gets made again? I'm just saying. That sounds scary as fuck. Dude, imagine a world that an apocalyptic level event happens and the only people that survive are swamp people from like Louisiana and Alabama. I need to write a movie about this. An apocalypse happens and the only people left are swamp people? Dude, the dialect of the movie would have to have subtitles. The actors would all have to be ugly people. Dude, we could do this with a low budget. 100%, dude. We need to find people that want to be in this. We need to find a director, and we need to find somebody to write the script with me. Because it makes the most sense, dude. People like swamp people who literally live off the land. They go to the store 3-4 times a year. They go to the store 3 or 4 times a year. You don't think those people could cut out those 3 or 4 trips? 100% they can. I've seen swamp people use boat engines and rudders and 2x4s and stuff to make a hydroelectric power. So don't talk to me about they're dumb. They sound dumb, and they may not be able to know about colonial history or know about other cultures, and they may not be respectful to gays and blacks, but you can't call them dumb because they'll go to a junkyard and dude, if you've been to Pennsylvania and you've been to Kennywood, give Cajun people a reason to make Kennywood out of a junkyard, they could make it happen. 100%. They're not dumb. They're just not as smart as you. They're not the smart that you want. And they're the people that are going to survive. And your stupid liberal arts fucking degree ain't going to do shit. What are you going to do? Eat a piece of paper? Oh my God, there's no food around here. I'm going to eat this piece of paper. Meanwhile, they're down there eating fucking crawdads, which disgust you. They're eating fucking chocolate-covered cockroaches. You know what I mean? They're going to survive. I might not move to Texas. I might move to fucking New Orleans. Not just for Mardi Gras. I might move there just to learn how to survive in the eventual collapse of our country. Because do you think China is going to send their 3-foot people into the swamp to get me? Hell no, bro. The moment they see an alligator, they're fucking out, dude. And if they see an alligator catfish, they're going to lose their fucking minds, dude. Little fucking Asian people fucking, we'll go back to knitting sweaters, Nike. They're going to be so scared of us. Dude, I got to move. 100% I got to move. Can we do a dino stream? Bro. Are you asking if we can do a stream about dinosaurs? Because dinosaurs is one of the things that I find super fascinating that I haven't researched enough because I'm so conspiratorial. I think that everything we know about dinosaurs is not the truth. Or if it is the truth, it's the microscopic truth. Like, this is the truth we want you to know, but the truth is bigger. I've never really cared to learn about dinosaurs until recently. So I would actually love that. Jared, if there's like a YouTube documentary or anything like that that you could send me, I'll fucking watch it. Now, next week, we got big plans. I'm taking a shot. Like Sidney Crosby. Now, hopefully, she's not Marc-Andre Fleury. Because, like, I want to score emotionally. I'm not trying to be a pervert. I'm not trying to smash, even though I'd love to wear, like, a face mask. I'm going to take my shot respectfully. It's episode 100. I got to do something big. Hell yeah, I want to talk about dinosaurs? Okay. Jeremiah, do you have... See, that's the thing about dinosaurs, man, is like... There's not a lot. I'm late, but let me know if you see a... Titanoboa? Well, here's the thing, Jared. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. They're literally making that park in Russia. It's called the Prehistoric Park because there's this woolly mammoth. Now, good point. Me and Jim talked about this, and I realized I made an error on the podcast. The one that is the mammoth that is pregnant right now, the Indian elephant that is pregnant with the mammoth right now, is not an exact replica of a mammoth. It is 70% mammoth, 30% Indian elephant, which is the closest genetic thing to a mammoth. Now, that mammoth is going to be born in the next year, and they're planning on putting it in this park, and they're only letting things in this park because there's not a lot of things anyway. They're adding things that would have been alive during the last ice age into that park to see how things respond. And I think that's cool. And they're adding the dodo bird next. After the success of this mostly mammoth. After, if the mammoth is successful, they will do dodo bird next. Because apparently they found an 80% match of a bird to a dodo bird. And we'll recreate an anaconda with a heartbeat? The problem is like, I'm a logical person. So people like me are easily swayed because I'm not married, as Joe Rogan would say, I'm not married to my ideas. I don't, a lot of my ideas are just what I think. And if you give me a well-diagrammed argument, I can be switched like this. So, like, I'll hear people talk about ancient animals and creatures and cryptids and ancient civilizations and stuff like that. And I can hear the alternate, the one that I want to believe, the alternate, like, oh my God, in the year 1956, they flew over this island and there was a 140-foot anaconda. I listen to that and I'm like, wow, you make a lot of good points. And then I'll start believing that for a little bit. And then I'll listen to the actual, I'll listen to the actual narrative. And then they'll be convincing enough to sway me back. So, like, I never know what I actually believe. And when it comes to these ancient civilizations or ancient creatures and stuff like Sasquatch, Loch Ness Monster, all these things, man, like, I truly don't know what to believe because I'll hear somebody be like, Bigfoot probably existed 1,000 years ago. And, the stories of what led to us missighting bears and thinking Bigfoot still exists. Maybe a dinosaur existed because, crocodiles still exist. Like, everybody wants to forget that scientists, real scientists, the one that we're supposed to believe, they say, oh my God, the earth was nothing. And then boom, life appeared. And there was crustaceans and things. And then dinosaurs happened. And with the dinosaurs was crocodiles. Okay? And then all the dinosaurs died. But crocodiles didn't. And then saber-toothed tigers and dodo birds and fucking mammoths and shit all just randomly appeared. And then they died off. But crocodiles stayed. And then all of a sudden, wolves and long-nosed bears popped up. They died off. Crocodiles didn't. Humans showed up. Neanderthals, bears, all the animals we know today all showed up. Crocodiles still here. But the idea that a dinosaur species lived long enough to 500 years ago and there was one living in a lake and that led to myths, like, that doesn't blow my mind. I think that could be real. Like, it's unbelievable. The problem is that we now live in a time where theory, reality, conspiracy, and truth are all four different things that are on a Venn diagram, and only the dark center, the super small center, is the actual what's going on. But you have to travel through all four weird Venn diagrams to get there. And this is one of the moments where I wish I had a Neuralink made to a program, because in my head I see exactly what I'm saying, and I wish Neuralink could just pop it up so you could see what I mean. But what I'm saying is that, like, all these things like conspiracy, truth, theory, all this shit, they're their own thing, and they all connect. Like, conspiracy and truth meet here, but that doesn't mean it's reality, and it doesn't mean that it's the other thing that I said. See, I lost track of it. I'm all over the place, chat. But it is interesting to me that we live in a time where it's almost better to say the wrong thing than it is to say the truth. And then the truth, somewhere along the line, became the wrong thing. See, there was a time, now I could be wrong because I didn't live back then, but the way we portray things in the past, there was a time where truth was the right thing. But somewhere along the lines, the truth became the truth, and the right thing to say was what you said. And slowly over time, those two things drifted apart. So the truth is still down here, just waiting to be discovered. But what people are saying just keeps moving away and moving away and moving away. And then you get to a point where you're so far away from the truth that people notice. And they're like, oh my God, that's not the truth. So then they start backtracking. But the moment you start backtracking, it's like in time. You get to this point, and then you notice something that may or may not be the right way, and then you branch off and you start going forward again. You never made it to the truth. Okay? Maybe you ignore that one, and you're like, no. And then you go back another one. There's still like every time you backtrack, there's another opportunity to make a mistake. So not only have there been mistakes made all along the path, but there's an infinite possibility of re-mistakes on the way back to the truth. And we're in that situation right now where everybody's trying to get back to the truth, but nobody knows the pathway because each backtrack has an infinite options of what could have, what should have, or what we did. And that's low-key smart, but I said it in the dumbest fucking way. Loch Ness Monster was a plesiosaur? Jeremiah, you're speaking to me, dude. That's this whole thing was about, dude. We just found, they just found a fish that had supposedly been extinct for 1 million years. And they found a colony of them. They didn't just find one fish. They found a colony of fish that have supposedly been extinct for 5 million years. Found a colony of the fucking fish, dude. And if you think that a Loch Ness Monster couldn't have been a part of that, if you believe in the Adam and Eve story, right? You believe that 2 people led to this 8 billion. But you think 3 plesiosaurs that survive? Because let's not forget sharks. I kept mentioning crocodiles, because I want you to understand that I'm talking about land and water. But sharks are the same thing. Sharks have been around as long as crocodiles, and they've existed. So to think that a plesiosaur, or something that was alive at the same time as a shark, couldn't survive with at least 3 of them, you know what I mean? Like, we act like animals also follow the human rule of don't do incest. A brother and a sister will procreate in almost every genome of species. And that's just the facts. I'm not saying that there's no biological side effects or anything like that. And that's honestly probably how there's different versions of things like tigers, tigers, jaguars, all that stuff. That probably all happened through like either evolutionary standards or incest causing a thing in the blood type to continue. They found one, then the colony in 2010. No, Jeremiah, I'm talking about recently. Like, this motherfucker is old, bro. This is literally, they updated it. It was February, what was it? February 13th. It was the day before Valentine's Day I read it. They found a colony of fish because in late January they found the one fish, and then divers swimming around where they found that one fish found multiple of them. And then due to law, when you find something that was thought to be extinct, if you find more than one, you have to disengage. So they disengaged. And we have to, like, that's literally a no-zone area now. Like, if I was a private scuba diver and I wanted to go scuba diving there to find those fish, some boat would show up with flashing lights and tell me to get out of the water and put me in handcuffs. Humans are pieces of shit, but the one thing that we do that I enjoy is that when we realize something's about to be gone forever, we try to save it. Unfortunately, we wait until it's almost gone forever to try to save it, but nonetheless, we try to save it. All right. Well, we dropped hella viewers super quick. Holy fuck. I might just call it early, dude. It's been a good stream. Had some good stuff. Jer said I was low-key genius. Oh, it was not low-key, it was genius. That's what I thought in my head, but I was trying to be humble. And hopefully I can clip it. I'm still lurking, Dino Boys. Word. Okay. We got lurkers. Okay. Okay. Jeremiah, here's a good question. You asked me earlier, if I could be an animal, what animal would I turn into? If you could be a dinosaur, not now, but in the prime of dinosaurs, what dinosaur would you want to be? Oh, this one is different. It's the coquillage, which is... Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about this one. This is a crazy fish, dude. Jeremiah, I'll send you the thing afterwards. What dinosaur would you be if you could be a dinosaur? Now, take into account Land Before Time, take into account any movie you want, dude. Think about what it would be like to be a dinosaur back then. Who would you be? Now, I don't want to interrupt your decision because I know I'm about to make a super great point, but I need to keep the thing going. So, if I was a dinosaur in dinosaur times, I would have to be a pterodactyl, because pterodactyls are the first that we know of that's not an insect, a first bone and flesh creature that took flight on this planet. It would have to be that, because I would choose a bird now just to fly. I would love a bird's eye view of the world and the way that birds' eyes work. They can lock on like an AI system. It's unbelievable. And the pterodactyl would be so crazy because I would have a bird's eye view of this prehistoric land set before humans touched it, when life was changing so much. I think it would be absolutely incredible. And the fact that pterodactyls and descendants of pterodactyls probably became the legend of dragons. What more could you ask for, dude? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, T-Rex is badass. Velociraptors get a cool name because of movies, even though they're little chickens. You know, like all those are cool. But pterodactyls are probably the best because the only thing that could kill them was when they were on the ground or themselves making an error in flight. The only competition they had in the airways were butterflies that probably didn't exist. Actually, what is the oldest flying insect? That's a good question. I'm going to look it up. What is the oldest flying insect? $300 million years ago. Hold on. It looks like a dragonfly. Mayflies. Mayflies are the oldest surviving winged insects on the planet. 300 million years ago. So pterodactyls' only competition was mayflies, which is basically just a dragonfly. Yep. Neil, you're right, dude. Mayflies, dude. I mean, my guess was dragonfly also, because I knew butterfly wasn't right. Because butterflies are so complex, dude. Like, holy shit. Nobody talks about how weird butterflies are. Like, no other thing goes through that process. Like, nothing else that we know of goes through a process like a butterfly. That's so complex, it can't be that. So dragonflies 100%, but dragonflies are descendant of mayflies. 100%, dude. Okay. Jeremiah, please find me a raid. I'll do the raid. I just need you to find me one, please. And on top of that, my answer is up higher. A Imaginera. Dragonfly. Okay. So the three creepiest things that I find on the planet: crocodiles. I don't know how they can survive every extinction event. I guess it'd be crocodiles / sharks. The reason I put crocodiles over sharks is because crocodiles actually kind of depend on land. So the more that land is affected, the more they're affected. Sharks, you know, there's plenty of ocean for them to survive in. So crocodiles are the weirdest thing that they survived all those extinction events. Coral. Coral is the weirdest thing to me because it has no brain. It has no communication thing that we can find genetically, but yet you can cut a piece of coral off from the reef, put it under a sink 100,000 miles away, and it'll sprout and blossom at the same time at that one. And then those in different coral reefs. I went over this probably 55 episodes ago. I'm going to re-research it and get back to you because coral is absolutely fucking nuts. And then the third one is humans, because there's now evidence that humans existed 1 million years ago. And up till a few years ago, general science accepted that humans were only 60,000 years old. And now there's evidence that Homo sapiens existed about 1 million years ago. That changes the entire timeline. So that's also weird. Partially roll. Okay. Partially roll. Okay. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to finish what I was saying real quick. I definitely want to talk about Coral. That'd be really cool. Next week is episode 100, guys. I don't know if anybody understands how, like, it means a lot to hit episode 100. We started this, you know, Sam can't be here today, and that's unfortunate, but he's still the 50% of this. And it doesn't matter whether he's here or not, he's a part of this. And we started this not knowing how far it would go, if we would keep it up. You know, both of us are wishy-washy in certain aspects of our lives. And the fact that we're going to hit episode 100 is so awesome to me. 99 Tuesdays in a row. I haven't missed a single Tuesday, chat. Not one. 4 more episodes and we hit our 2-year anniversary. But episode 100 has to mean something. So I can't wait till next week. I'm going to make a complete ass out of myself. I'm going to shoot my shot with somebody who's so far out of my league, it doesn't even make sense. And I just hope that as many people are here to see it as possible. So, with that being said, you guys are the people. I appreciate y'all. Sam, you the man. Let's have a good time. Let's get this raid going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it go. Let's get it go. Let's get it go. Episode 99, East Palestine. Nothing's wrong here. Everything's just fine. Where's Joe? Where's Joe? Where's Joe? Where's Joe? Where's Joe? Where's Joe?
Yeah, that's what it is.